So I've been 3D modeling since I was 10. In 2018, I switched from the industry standard Solidworks to Fusion 360, and here's why. Now don't forget guys, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday over at twitch.tv/Louis Hitchcock, so if you have any questions, just come and ask. Back in 2012, I started as every single designer does with Google SketchUp. Google SketchUp is a great piece of software, however, it is very limited in the abilities of it. So I quickly progressed onto SolidWorks 2012. So I spent the next 6 years tuning my skills in SolidWorks. So why did I switch? Well, first off, at the time I was primarily doing 3D modeling on my laptop. This one. I realised that SolidWorks is a really heavy program to run, or even on high-end laptops. So I was struggling at opening and running large models. So I needed a solution. I realised that Fusion 360 has all of the cloud computing stuff that it has, means that it's much lighter software to run on your computer. Now it's still not easy, but it's much better than SolidWorks. The other issue is that large assemblies in SolidWorks are massive file sizes. This is an issue because I only had my laptop that I couldn't really upgrade any further than it was. So I needed a solution. Fusion 360 includes a cloud library which allows you to save all of your data and all your files to the cloud, which means you can access it on any computer without doing any file transfers. It's amazing. The other issue I had was at the time I just moved schools, and that meant that my SolidWorks license was no longer valid. This is where Autodesk is amazing because they include all of their software for free for students, for as long as you need it. They also have some packages for startup businesses and all that kind of stuff, so that's just even better. The other thing is I felt that the industry was slowly moving away from SolidWorks. This is because the lack of progressive updates and lack of generative design, which allows you to AI design program parts, which is just amazing. The other thing is at the time I was doing a lot of 3D printing. If you guys don't know anything about 3D printing, I have videos on my channel, just go scroll down, they're pretty old. And STLs are the most common file format when you go to 3D print. However, SolidWorks has basically no support for editing or adapting STL files. This meant I was forced to use programs such as Mesh Mixer. By the way guys, if you want a video on Mesh Mixer, I have a title card, just click on yes or no, simple. So the ability to easily convert a mesh body into a BREP, as Fusion 360 calls it, and edit that body is incredibly useful, and I use it almost every single day. The other part that I love about Fusion 360 compared to SolidWorks is the joints. I didn't necessarily realise this before I transitioned, but the joint mechanism in Fusion 360 is so powerful when you're able to create such complex models. So much so that I was able to create models such as this, which I was later able to 3D print and create in real life. The other incredible feature that I absolutely love about Fusion 360 is the built-in texturing and rendering engine. However, I know SolidWorks has a separate rendering engine. It also has its own texturing engine. However, they're just clunky and old school compared to the abilities of Fusion 360 with a cloud computing rendering, which is amazing because it means I can do stuff while I'm rendering an image, which is just amazing. I can also create motion studies and render that, which is I can't even put it into words. That's just the best software ever. All of this meant that I was able to create on my very first Fusion 360 project this file. By the way guys, I have all my beginner Fusion 360 files on my portfolio, so if you guys want to download them and check them out, well, they're just there, the link is in the description. The other thing I love about Fusion 360 is the shortcuts. Now, I'm not sure if SolidWorks has them because I'd never used them, but so the C for circle or L for line or D for dimension is incredible in Fusion 360 because it allows you to move at such a high speed when you're modeling, which is essential when you're doing large projects. The initial move to Fusion 360 was a bit difficult because I didn't know where any of the buttons were, but once I figured that out, it was fine. And because both Fusion 360 and SolidWorks are parametric modelers, they both work in the same way, which makes the move a lot easier. Once you learn one piece of software, you can basically learn all pieces of software, like Onshape or Fusion 360 or any others that I don't know about. So do I think that moving to Fusion 360 was a good idea? Absolutely. It was the best idea I've ever had when it comes to 3D modeling. I'm so glad I did it. Thank you very much for watching guys. My name's been Louis and I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday over at twitch.tv/Louis Hitchcock. If you have any questions, just come and ask. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one.